it's another hand in the studio that is super steady. It's not going to get knocked over. It's not going to move. You can set it in the exact spot you need it, and it's going to be there for forever until you move it.
It's like a tripod on steroids.
Yeah. What's up, guys? So I'm going to be here hosting this podcast. Austin's up in a meeting right now, but we really wanted to talk about the Studio Titan camera stand. I'm super excited to talk about it. We've had it for a few years now, and I've said it once. I've said it many times. The Studio Titan is the best purchase this studio's ever made. And the reason that I would say that it's the best purchase we've made is, think of this, like you're using a normal tripod and you're trying to get a super overhead shot of a product or even a model. We've done that. We just talked about it on another podcast a couple weeks ago about getting an overhead shot of a model.
Right.
You're doing that, or you're trying to get super low and trying to stay in the same spot for a period of time where you can't physically sit there. You have to go do other things like set props up or go to lunch or go home and come back the next day and need to be in the exact same area. That's what this Titan, the Studio Titan, is made for. It's another hand in the studio that is super steady. It's not going to get knocked over. It's not going to move. You can set it in the exact spot you need it, and it's going to be there for forever until you move it.
It's like a tripod on steroids.
Yeah, it's a souped up tripod, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
One of the best things about it is the markings that you're able to write down exactly where you left off. So Sean's going to talk a little bit about that portion of it.
Yeah, it's helpful whenever you are shooting a product that you know you're going to do multiple times, and especially if it's like multiple different things from that brand, I guess you could say, like a hat or a bottle or something that's branded. So you're not going to shoot them the same every time. And if you have a lot of one thing, you want to be able to jump back and forth or switch to a different angle or something, you can mark the height, the side to side.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. So whatever I'm shooting, whatever it's locked on, the height has, I think it goes by tens. So if it's at 700, just mark it, height is 700. It also has like the rotation of the arm, and mark that at 120 or whatever it is. And then the arm also slides like a T. It slides back and forth, and you can also mark that. So that helps just to make sure, especially because you can lock the feet down on the Titan so it doesn't roll. So if you know the Titan is in the same spot, you can get back to that same exact mark, which is pretty useful. Just by
Even not like, so even if you're just going to lunch, obviously it's super helpful. But even if you're doing one shoot and then a few months later a client comes back to you, as long as you wrote all that kind of stuff down and you're shooting on the same spot in the same area, you can take the exact same photo and recreate that with their new products or with other products.
Yeah, just had to do it about a week ago or so. Came back to a product and was able to get basically the same shot. The tricky part is there's no markings on the like the actual camera head
adapter thing.
But other than that, the Titan is probably the best equipment piece that we use daily.
And then coming back to like the overhead shot I was talking about, a normal tripod is not able to reach its hand over a product and shoot straight down.
You'd be getting the legs.
Yeah, you'd have the legs in the photo, or you'd be doing it on a ladder, kind of reaching over something, and it's just complicated, dangerous at some points, extremely inconsistent. And consistency is key with the Studio Titan. Is it's always going to get the same exact height, level, all of that every single time.
You can shoot 100 pictures and it'd be the same photo.
Exact thing. So I think we do these pattern flat lays, and it's perfect for getting over certain shots, or even in the kitchen set we get over the kitchen table and show a spread of certain things, which we'd be we'd have to do everything on the ground. Other than like if we didn't have the Titan, we'd have to do everything on the ground, and we'd be sitting there and be inconsistently holding the camera over it. And the arm sliding back and forth makes it super duper easy for you to be able to get that shot and get it consistently. And I think that's another reason why it makes it a great piece of the studio. I think another reason is just the ease of use and how much trust you can put in the Titan. So Sean, tell us a little bit about, I think it's like 100 pounds or something like that, but you're not going to be able to knock it over.
Yeah, it's extremely heavy. When they dropped it off, I couldn't need help picking it up and moving it. So, and it's on wheels, but you can lock the feet down too, like I said earlier. So you lock it down, you could bump into it, and you're moving, not it. So
Yeah.
it's bumping you back.
Yeah.
It's a thick piece of equipment. So
I can think of one thing is model shots. So if we're shooting white background for a ton of different SKUs that a client comes to us and needs on models, we're able to just set it up, put the camera on it, and just sit there and click away as the model moves around. And we don't have to continually hold the camera in the exact spot, maybe get a different angle, maybe different angle this way too. We can just have the exact spot. Model's gonna change, come back, and be in the exact same spot, be able to spin around and get all the exact product photos you want. And they're gonna look super consistent on the website. They're gonna show you exactly what you want to get. And that's like one of the ease of uses for sure.
yeah, so one of the big things that I would say why it's better than a normal tripod is with a tripod, you have to unlock the legs, raise it, and there's 3 legs, so you have to go each side, which that's pretty time consuming. With the Titan, you can just unscrew, slide, screw, and it's locked in. If you need to move a foot over, you can unscrew, slide the arm a foot over. You don't have to move the whole Titan. The camera's still there. You don't have to worry about knocking anything over. It's pretty easy to maneuver around the lights because it's on wheels. So if you need to move it around, it rolls super easy. And also helping that it's on wheels is you can move it between sets super easy too. So you can lock it in. And also I'd say different from a tripod because you have the markings, you can move it from set to set, but you can go back to that set and put it in that same exact spot and get the same picture that you took 2 hours ago, 3 weeks ago, a month ago.
Yeah, and I think that's super helpful, especially not only for us as a studio, but for the client. We're able to show them, hey, we can get this exact shot you want because we have this piece of equipment. So we can come back, like we were talking about white background photos or on model photos, we can come back months later and get the exact same pose, the exact same shot with a different SKU or with your next line. And we're able to have such a broader range of movement with the camera and also be able to trust that it's going to hold our expensive equipment and not have that holding us back. We're not actively trying to hold with one hand a camera over a ladder. So having that peace of mind enables us to push even further on the creative side and make sure we're striving to do the best we can and not having to worry about all those other different pieces.
Yeah. You made a comment too earlier about the overhead shots. Like you were just saying, you don't have to hold it over, but it also goes super low too. So most tripods don't go that low. And then that saves you from having to be on the ground. Another thing that we've found super helpful about the Titan is you can leave the tether cable connected and you don't have to worry about constantly unplugging the tether cable and moving it around a tripod. It just stays there. You just string it along the arm, stays out the way. It moves with you as you move the arm. That's been a huge help for us, I'd say, too.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, if you have it in the budget, the Studio Titan is one of the most perfect studio pieces of equipment we have. We have multiple of them now. As we have our team starting to grow, we're able to use multiple at the same time and have super great efficient shoots running at the same time and not have to worry about throwing a tripod up for white background and just making sure everything's super consistent. So I recommend it to anybody trying to get into the studio space too.
Me too.